5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's up, everybody? Phoenix Destiny here, bringing you another gameplay video of Battle Operation 2. And today's goal, well, Battle of the 9 Rivals. Ba 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 ba. Again, Mario 64 influences. And I'm not going to go into a lengthy discussion about why lately, but I'm just going to say this. Whoever watches my video seriously needs to heed that warning. Seriously. Viewer discretion is advised due to possible language, because honestly, let's just say that there's a certain federal law that's really being stupid right now. Anyways, to do this, let's see. Okay, so we got a 4v4 200 cost simple battle on Impact side of all places. Well, let's go ahead. I guess for this battle, let's see. You know what? For this match, I'm just going to use my favorite, one of my favorite, well, I'm just going to use a Zaku that I don't feel like gets that much attention. Certainly not the... Actually, I'll just go in the Zaku too. Lower output. Alright. I can actually put a level 3 Heat Hawk on. Let's see. Yeah, damage output is going to be a little low. But it's a 200 suit. What'd you expect? And, let's see. Here, it's firing program. Anti-melee armors, level 1 and 2. So it'll give me some melee resistance. Actually, anti-beam is not even going to be a thing. Anti-ballistic is what I need. Is there anything else I can put on here? Enhanced melee, I guess. And... that'll do it. Okay. As far as my weapon of choice this time... let's see. Level 3 MMP versus the Zaku machine gun. 37 rounds, 42 rounds. I'm gonna use the Zaku machine gun. It's got a bit more stopping power, plus it's got more range.
Team が確定しました。最終準備をお願いします。
Okay, you know what? No commander type, Finn. No Federation markings. Let's just go out in its default colors. Wait, what? Okay, appears to have been a little bit of an error.
気をつけていってらっしゃい。
出撃準備をお願いします。
Wait, ground random. Oh, no, wait, that wasn't what I wanted
ベ
to
ースキャ
do.
ンプに帰還します。
So, it defaulted to the normal option. Okay.
それではお気をつけて。
Okay, there we go.
出撃準備をお願いします。
Alright, there we go. Bodhi, I said I was quitting in March. Ain't March yet. And I said I was only going to do that if I didn't see the Zeta lineup. Because quite frankly, the only reason I even supported this game in the first place is because I was hoping that at some point we would have gotten like some inkling of news about, well, Next 2. But as far as I can tell, I don't even know if that's going to be a remote possibility, so
チームが確定し
now
ました。
I'm
最
just
終
playing
準
this
備をお
game
願いします。
because, well, it's streaming material, and that's pretty much it. Because I'll be perfectly honest, it's not like I got any other games I care to stream. And obviously I turned off the music because, well, it gives me a little bit of situational awareness in certain cases. Let's see, share, copy link. There you go. And also, I will agree with... I will say one thing. I do think it's kind of interesting about the fact that they decided to work with flight mechanics for the game in the form of the Goof flight type. But honestly, I kind of say too little, too late. The damage has already been done.
戦場へ向かいます。
Because let's face it, at the end of the day, I feel like the Universal Century is just really better for storytelling, not so much for the Gundam games. Because there is some rare treasures out there in the UC timeline that, well, pretty much are good Gundam games, but it's rare. And even some of those games have flaws. Like, for instance, a game I heavily like to play on my own time, Gundam Federation vs. Zeon.
作戦開始。
All I want to say is, you playing the campaign all the way through, there is heavy balancing issues towards the end of the game if you're playing on, well, quite frankly, either side, because if you're playing on the Federation side, you have Gelgoods to deal with, and that can be really annoying. Because it seems like at that point the shields on your gems, because most likely you're going to be using gems because you're trying to save your gun cannons for the final level, they can't block beams worth of crap. And not to mention, on top of that, well, it just seems like bazookas are heavily inaccurate because units will just dodge, dodge, and dodge. The thing is, difficulty balancing in a game ain't really anything new. Because, yeah, of course it's the latter half of the game. It's supposed to be hard. There's this one little problem with that, though. I took a look at the game's, well, who the game was licensed by, and I also did a little research and found out they worked on the game too. All I'm going to say is, let's face it, the team that was responsible for this little difficulty spike, I'm not even surprised at all when I saw who it was. None other than Capcom. Because let's face it, Capcom has always had very flawed difficulty balancing in their games. Everybody remember the fight with Shin Akuma in Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo? That's pretty much enough said. And not to mention, everybody remembers how hard the original Mega Man games was. Ugh, freaking Gem Light Armor. No, Bodhi, I don't go by technicals, I go by actual suits. And a good flight type, in my opinion, is honestly a 8MS Team suit anyway. Because of the Battle in 3 Dimensions movie. No, the fact is, I'm talking about, I want to see the Zeta Gundam, I want to see the Hyaku Shiki, the Hyzax, the Marasites, the Biolines, the Gap Plays, the Boundok, the Gundam Mark II. Really? Yep, I'm definitely glad I went with the Zaku machine gun now. Because this thing just has that extra bit of reach that I need. Oh, shoot. Well, there goes another one of my teammates. Oh, that's right, I'm not near the pit. I doubt we'll see him in March, maybe like a month or two after, but at the time being, there's still quite a catalog to go through. Yeah, a catalog of suits that, quite frankly, are obscure for a reason. Look, all I'm saying is, Bandai just needs to stop being so lazy and actually cater to fan demand. Because honestly, it's what makes them money. And if we don't see him in March, and like I said, I ain't changing my stance. I don't see him in March the 1st, or at least within the first week of March, that's it. I'm done with this game for good. Because after all, by then, most likely, I'm probably going to be playing Cross-Rays anyway. Along with... Definitely I'm going to be playing G-Generation Overworld again, because I'll have my PSP back. And now that I think about it, I might also be doing gameplay of Need for Speed Heat also. Yeah. So I'm not saying that just because, you know, I'm an AC boy. Bodhi, it is not my precious gun cannon D. It's a suit I like, but it's not one I'm going to... It's not one I'm going to lose, well, sleep over. Because being perfectly honest, I already got me a good support type anyways in the form of the Mudrock. I already got every suit I wanted in this game, so now I ain't got nothing to look forward to. Oh, shoot. Iframes? Yes! Oh, no, it still wasn't enough. Crud.
際どいところで勝利を逃してしまいましたね。
It still wasn't enough. Well, at least I got my rival win. Who was my rival anyways? Oh, go figure, it was the gym trainer.
今回の戦闘報酬です。
Gunner Gundam outclasses my... No, see, you have that backwards, Bodhi, or whatever. You got that backwards because Gunner Gundam is a bit of a one-trick pony. All it has is his... It doesn't have anything else. Because... we seem to be getting a little bit of an error here. And my signal just dropped to 0. Glorious. I'm still going to keep going, though. But no. Seriously, you got that backwards. Gunner is a bit of a one-trick pony, and it's not even that good of a trick. It really requires people to actually fight alongside. No, it's not plenty, Bodhi. I'm sorry, but you gotta remember, people always have a tendency to get snuck up on in this game because of all the stealth suits. Stealth suits such as the Act-Guy, the Pixie, heck, even the Noct, because sometimes for all of its tells that it gives off, that it's near, it's just... Oh, I was in the wrong room anyway. No, but for all of the tells that it gives, I mean, you still can get caught off guard easily. Especially if it's one of those people that just spams the kunai. It's just... Yeah, Gunner has anti-stealth. Yeah, well, you know what? Be that as it may, there's a little thing called Battlefield Chaos, Bodhi. And last I checked, not everybody has the capability to keep a check on every single player while they're busy doing their job in this game. At least when it comes to sniping. So yeah, Gunner may have anti-stealth, and I guess that does help with the suits. But again, Battlefield Chaos is a thing. I'm sorry, Mudrock just simply has better mobility. Plus, I mentioned on top of that, it at least has a couple of fallbacks on should it find itself in danger. Yeah, I'm failing matchmaking. Because apparently this game hasn't quite figured itself out yet when it comes to my signal. I'll be blunt. I know this is really like the server's fault because honestly, I do not have this problem with any other game I play online. It's always been just with this game. But I will have to wait for the signal to get up. Because honestly, as much as I want to do a custom match, I gotta get the rivals done. But anyways, like I was saying though, but as far as that difficulty balancing, Capcom has never been one to... They've never been one to make a simple game in the most pure... No, not pure... Bare. That's what I was trying to say. Bare bones. I should show my MS... Hey, you know what? Actually, I have never done that. in any of my streams. I've never done that with my collection. Okay. That's actually not a bad idea. And the best part, since I've got it alphabetized, that makes it really easy to show off. Okay, so as far as the suits that I've got everyone, here's basically what I got in my repertoire. Akai levels 1, 2, and 4. Don't really use them at all. I've got the Aksaku levels 1 and 2. Let's see. Got the Aksaku Commander type. I've got the Gundam Alex. I've got Armor Gems, every level of them, I believe. Bodhi, do not be talking about that suit on my stream, okay? Anyways, Assault Gun Tank. Yeah, levels 1 and 2. The funny thing is, initially I wasn't even trying to go for the suit. I was trying to go for the Hildolfer, but when I rolled for it, well, I got it, and the rest is history. Let's see, I also got the Bishops, which, I'll be honest, because of Missing Link, I'm actually starting to hate these guys. Because, oh my gosh, those VR missions that has you destroying ships and has these things guarding the ships. Oh my gosh. Top tier GBO2, welcome to the stream, and starts the collection off strong with that guy. No, that's more of a weak point, I'm sorry. I do not care for your guys' bias, and this is my stream, so I say Akai is honestly just there. It does its job, and that's all it does. Anyways, Blue Destiny's levels 1 and 3. Well, for the Unit 1. Blue Destiny Unit 2, I just only got the 1 since I had to buy this thing. I was never able to get lucky with the roll. And this Blue Destiny Unit 3 I got from a roll, oddly enough. This one I got in the recycled ticket shop today, because I figure I ain't going to be using those tickets or anything else. And also, I did the events when it was out, so I got all 3 Desert Gems. And I got all 3 of the DOMs, but I don't even use this suit anymore because, being perfectly honest, I kind of prefer my ranged stat over my melee stat. Because Close Combat Generals is a weird combination in this game to me. Anyways, I got the Dom Barrage, which is, well, I like miniguns. I'll say it like that. The Dom Cannon multi-gun type, well, as I prefer to call it before I got it, you know, Mudrock Light, I guess. I like the Dom High Speeds because, well, it's got the Lance from the Ifrit Schneid. Plus, with this suit, I can just strafe and shoot if I really want to go that option. Because, I mean, that speed stat is impressive. Anyways, got all of the Dom Tropins. And I like this suit also because it's got, well, no, not that example. No, that's a bad example. It's got a stun option. 2 stun options, actually. Plus, I can strafe fire. And if I really, really need it, I always have my melee. Anyways, the Dowage, I don't really use it that much because I'm not going to lie, that Tomahawk is a little bit unwieldy for me to use. Dom Barrage is the big suck. I don't know about that. I've had past experiences that say different with this thing. Because let's just say there is nothing more annoying than a hail of bullets flying at you like angry hornets. I'm sorry, but past experiences in my case say different, Bodhi. The Drasi or the Grasshopper. Don't really use this. Don't really use this either. The Drasi Custom, because I don't do space battles that much. Early production Gelgoog, or in my case, Char's Gelgoog, because, seriously, why do we not have a Char-specific suit other than the Zeong just yet? That's just stupid. You will have Gelgoogs for the likes of Vish Donahue, something lightning that had just got added not too long ago, and also, yeah, I'm sure they are, Bodhi, but I mean, I wouldn't know because I don't do Need more Gelgoogs. This is just the early production. I mean, it's listed alphabetized, so that's probably why it doesn't look like that. Let's see. Anyways, got the Ifrits, and of course I like that color scheme from the Ifrit Kai. Just saying. Got both of the levels of the Schneid Ifrit, or at least just the level 1 and 2. There might be a higher level, I'm not sure. Ever since this thing got nerfed, I don't exactly do my pirouette of death with it anymore. Because honestly, that HP was badly needed, and they took that away. Ifrit Kai level 2. I don't really have any other levels, so I figured this is actually a good level for it. Just personal opinion. No, I do not need more act, guys. Bodhi, seriously, stop that crap on my stream. Seriously. Anyways, my Noct. And I will admit, Ifrit Kai color scheme really doesn't look that good on it. I thought it did, but it doesn't for some reason. Just looks better in black. But that's okay. I'll fix that right now. Ifrit Kai. Where's my Ifrit Kai? There we go. Now that looks a lot better. That looks a lot better because it actually looks like what it... Well, it looks like what it should have looked like. Because this thing's default paint scheme is purple, but the funny thing is in G-Generation Overworld, this thing's default color is actually black. But I liked it. Hey. Anyways, Full Armor Gundam, I just tried the paint scheme for it. I guess it fits. Don't really use this that much, but I probably should. It's got a decent range boost stat. The very few times when I do space battles, I still love using this thing. Heck, I even play Eosong every time I use this. I should totally paint one of my mobile suits chrome. I actually did it one time. Matter of fact, when I get to my Easy 8, I'll see if I still got that. G3 Gundam, oh boy, this Gundam. Back when I first started this game, this was a pain for me to get. And it seemed like it was the suit that changed a lot of things. Just because it had a beam rifle, it had bazookas, it had a lot of tools. But anyways. And then when it comes to G-Line family, well, I got all three of them. The Assault, the Light, and the Standard. Anyways, got all the gems, and I'm pretty much rocking the White Dingo paint scheme. Gem cam offs. This suit gets some use from me. Gem cannons I like using because, well, I don't know, there's just something about this design I like. And the Space Assault type, I have not used this thing once simply because I feel like if I do play space battles, I usually have better picks at 300. Anyways, the Cold Districts, I use this thing a lot because that machine gun eats through armor. Much like how a kid eats through candy. Gem commands, I still use this from time to time. Space type command, same deal. Custom, oh boy, this is kind of funny. This was a suit I wanted to use, but the Gem rifle is far too inaccurate for my playstyle. At least on this thing. I mean, if I had the Gem cannon too, I could have the ASLs on it, so it would be a bit more accurate, but otherwise, I just use the bazooka on this thing. G3 is so bad nowadays, it's always a sad sight to see, since it's only good for collecting... No, again, previous past experiences say different, Bodhi. I have made the G3 work in this day and age. I really have. And the Gem ground type, I decided to give it the Slave Wraith scheme, because, well, Missing Link was a game that kind of influenced me. All three of the guard customs. I don't use this thing as much as I should, probably because I'm not much of a defender. Gem Intercept custom, it's cool. The Gem Kai, well, I still use it from time to time, but usually between it and the command, I prefer using the command more. The light armors, I know, Actually, I've been trying to make the light armors work again recently. I mean, they're actually pretty good in some of the lower cost lobbies. Night Seeker, I never use this thing unless I'm in a party with somebody, because if I'm using this thing, I'm making full use of that airstrike mark ability. Gym Snipers, don't really touch them that much, because even at lower cost, there's better support types. Gym Sniper Custom, still my sniper of choice, and I will admit I like the Dynamis. I like the Dynamis paint scheme I gave it, because, hey, I mean, Dynamis was one of my favorite sniper suits within the Gundam franchise. Speaking of which, Gym Sniper 2, still use it from time to time. Same story with the White Dingo, but even more so since it's a general, and it doesn't have that crippling weakness to raid. But in turn, it gives up its dominance over other generals, but hey. Gym Striker, or as I prefer to call this, Gem Scythe. Because let's be fairly honest, everybody else uses the Twin Beam Spear for this thing, but no, I don't, because I'm like, I already got the Beam Saber I can do a double slash on, and even if it does have extra range, let's face it, this is as close as I'm going to get to playing Death Scythe in this game. Gym Trainers, you already know about those. White Dingo Gyms, I like... I should totally party with me. Why should I? You don't even speak. Seriously. I'm not going to bother getting in a party with you if you don't speak. Garibaldi Alpha. I have... Yeah. Just take a look at that sortie. I've only used this thing once, and it was for its debut battle, which it actually did surprisingly good in, I'm not going to lie. I see why people like this thing. But I had to give it the normal Gelgoog Beam Rifle because this thing heats up way too quick, as you can see. My mic was broken last time. I've gotten a new one since. Is that so? Well, at any rate, I'm just going to go through the rest of my collection. Let's see, I got the Gotcha. Haven't really used this thing once. I don't know why. I mean, it's got a hammer, it's got claws. I just don't know why I haven't used this thing yet. Probably because, I guess, when it comes to 400 cost, I have a lot of suits I like playing. Base Gelgoog, I don't even use this thing that much anymore because the shield is on the back end. While it does prevent annoying back shots, still does nothing for melee. Gelgoog Cannon, I've been using this thing from time to time. I mean, I can make it work somewhat, but not by much. Gelgoog Ground type, I rarely get good opportunities to use this thing. And I want to get better opportunities because, I mean, this rifle stuns charged or uncharged, and I like that. Plus, its range is good, and its heat rate is actually decent. It doesn't overheat as much. And when it comes to matches I've been doing a lot lately on the higher costs, I favor this suit a lot because, similar to the Dom Tropin, it's got a bazooka, it's got hand grenades, it's got the beam naginata, but I don't really use it for melee, and it's got the MMP-80. I like the MMP. I still use this thing. I mean, as you see, like, it's actually a pretty decent suit. The Jaeger, I do not use as much as I did initially, because at this point, I just simply have better supports around that range of cost. Plus, not to mention, I'm not really a fan of how it feels like it's... Just because they gave this thing the support label, it doesn't have a dodge roll. I'm like, at this point, are you serious? I mean, granted the Gelgoog Cannon doesn't have it, but I'm like, and I guess the Gelgoog Ground type, but still, it's a Gelgoog. It should be able to dodge roll. But whatever, apparently that would make it so overpowered for raid types not being able to touch it, but why do I even care about that? Shima's Gelgoog I have not used as much on this account, admittedly. I just haven't. I don't really know why. It's actually pretty good. Then the Gelgoog Marines, I definitely give these things some good use. Or I haven't used it that much, but hey. Yeah, I'm just going to say this. You are never going to see that counter go up to any number. That thing's going to stay at 0 because, quite frankly, I do not like the Gerbera Tetra. That backpack is so weird on it. It looks like a ginormous tail, and not in a good way. Gigons, I still use these things from time to time, even though their armor's a bit lacking. I have not used the Gog yet, and that's because, honestly, I'm not really sure if I can even find a decent matchup in which I can use this thing. Because I know this thing's built like a tank, it's got good defensive stats, but honestly, that does very little when everybody wants to gangbang you all at once in this game. Yeah, I've only used the base Guff 2 times, tops. It's not really that good in this game, admittedly. The Vishani, however, well, I've only used it once, but that was for a debut battle. Now, the Guff Custom, I have definitely used this thing quite a bit. Because, I mean, it's got a minigun. I like miniguns. Gun cannon size? Well, it's one of those suits I said there was a better option at 450. Because this thing may not be able to go anywhere fast, but hey, this thing's got really good range. Anyways, but enough about the rants, because I was supposed to be doing gameplay. So, Gun Cannon 2, Mass Reduction Type, Grandpa Gundam, the EZ8. Yeah, I got GPO-1, the Beam Bazooka GPO-2, and I've got the Malars also. Got the Gundam Ground Type, obviously. Got the Weapons Racks. I like those because despite the fact that the 180's been nerfed, still hits hard as ever. Pixie I like. I got the Unit Brothers, 4 and 5. Got gun tanks. Got mass reduction gun tanks. Got the EOS. Got the level 3 off of a roll recently. Bodhi, enough of that. I'm not losing any sleep over the gun cannon Type D. I mean, I think it'd be a good suit if they put in the game, but it's not one I'm just going to lose sleep over. I'm not. Not if they're going to give it a crappy speed stat. Anyways, Shin Matsunaga Zaku. Just look at that story number, and it's enough said. Because similar to other, well, no, again, bad example. Again, bazooka, machine gun, grenades, heat hawk, need I say more? I don't use the Johnny Raiden as much. I mean, I have used this thing a lot, because look at that thruster stat. It's good. The high mobility Zaku ground types, I just use this thing mostly as a novelty. Then, the heavy metal. At least it's what I call this thing. Really good amount of HP, really good range boost. This thing is just only bad if it gets surrounded. But otherwise, I've made good use of that thing. The Temper Tantrum suit. The Camphor. Camphor's great. Enough said. And then, of course, my precious support suit. That number's just only going to get higher and higher. Just saying. And as far as the scheme, I decided to do this in like a British racing green. I mean, I've always liked Aston Martin. Just saying. Anyways, Pale Rider is pretty cool. I did it in the Titans 2 color scheme, even if it doesn't look like it that much, because apparently I can't just color the chest area like brown, because apparently that affects another area. Damn straight, Bodhi! Damn straight Mudrock is my precious. I mean, it's a hovering Gundam. It's a hovering Gundam. Technically, the Malars is a hovering Gundam too, but this one's a hovering Gundam with simply better options. Because I don't have to wait for like a 1 to 2 minute reload for weapons. Pale Rider Space Type, as I prefer to call this thing, a Pale Rider that has Gundam Unit 5's minigun. Or I guess I should say a Unit 5 that basically has Hades. I don't know. Paysen's good. I don't really use it that much because for some reason I feel like this thing's got way too much inertia. Power Gem. I've used this thing quite a bit. And also, before anybody says anything in the comments, I'm just going to say this. Do not judge me about the color scheme. I just like this thing from Tri, and that's all I'm going to say. Anyways, Prototype Gundam, I really should get like a higher level of this thing, because this thing, you see, it's sortie. This thing can actually hold its ground pretty good. But anyways, Psycho Zaku, I used this thing quite a bit when it first came out. Don't really use it that much anymore. And the Psychomo System Zaku, or as I prefer to call it, Pre-Zeta Cubile, because of the fact that it has all range attacks. Anyways, I got the Recon Zaku as a prize, I guess. The Rickdoms is definitely outdated to me, though. I'll still use it every now and then, I guess. The base Rickdom 2s, I don't really like using that much. And then there's the Monster Hunter Rickdoms. I will use this thing in space if I do a space battle. Because, hey, one swing from that sword is an instant knockdown. Slave Wraith, I think it's a cool suit. I just don't use it that much. Because, honestly, I thought its initial claim to fame was going to be this ability right here. The fake beacon ability. But unfortunately, because everybody's a whaler on this game, everybody already knew how fake beacon works, and as such, kind of spoiled my fun. Anyways, got the Zommels, which I refer to calling them heavier metal. Then I've got my personal favorite aquatic suit. Yeah, it's a decent looking suit, Bodhi. I mean, again, this thing is just basically a Gundam ground type with slightly redesigned armor, but yeah, it looks cool. Then, like I said, I got my personal favorite. And then I've got, well, the more muscular version, as I prefer to call it, because just look at this thing. You cannot say that this thing doesn't look like it has muscles. Anyway, Zaku Cannon's great, because everybody uses it at a lower cost, and I've used it as well. Zaku Desert type, I haven't really found a match to when I can use this properly, so eh. Zaku 1, early on, this suit was good to me because, well, the Zaku machine gun early model has a pretty good rate of fire. But sadly, since everybody just plays General these days, I can't use it. Garrett Schmitzer Zaku, well, I'll just say this, I liked this thing better in Gundam Versus. Zaku 1 Commander type, it's got its uses. Sniper type, well, something I've been experimenting with lately. The Zaku Machine Gun Long Barrel, because this thing, it's annoying to deal with. Anyways, the base Zaku 2, and, well, yeah, I kind of had to use this thing a lot, because I didn't have that good of a 200 when I started the game. And, let's see, Zaku 2 F2, I don't use this thing that much, because I find that this gun is a little bit unwieldy for me. I mean, 2-shot stuns, but it doesn't have any other ammunition besides that. Shin Matsunaga's Zaku 2FS. Well, it's great. It doesn't have any stun options, though. I feel like it kind of limits it. Fritz Hellman, I guess it's okay. Zaku 2 Kai, I guess it's okay. Type FS, I'm surprised people are still making this thing work in low-cost lobbies. Then again, back when 350s wasn't scary to go in because of certain suits, this thing was kind of good for 350s. Then I've got the Zaku 2 Type S, which technically is Char Zaku, but I've played Missing Link. I saw the fact that Vincent Gleisner piloted this thing. So, as far as I'm concerned, this thing is not Char's suit. I mean, I only painted in the color because it's as close as I'm going to get, unless Bandai actually decides to give us the Zaku 2 Type S custom, or whatever. I mean, they should just really give us Char suits. Anyways, the Zaku 2 Heavy Arms, it's okay, I guess. It's slow, it does damage, it's support Zaku. Zaku Mind Layer I don't really use that much. Zaku Tank, however, I do use. It's gotten some pretty good usage because the thing I like better about this, unlike the Gun Tank, this thing doesn't go through the HE rounds that quickly. And it's got scatter shots, so Gak I don't really use that much. And then, my all-time favorite Mono Eye from Igloo. Because let's face it, this thing really should have replaced Zaku. Anyways, so that's pretty much my, collection. At any rate, since my signal fixed itself like ages ago. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Now it's in space? Hell no. Like, hell no. I'm not doing that. I'm just going to 450 basic map. And since it's 450, well... Actually, hold on. It's going to depend on what map. Yeah, it's going to depend on what map comes up. Because I will admit, if I have a playstyle for this game, or something close to a playstyle, it's pretty much... I use suits depending on what map comes up. Because, well, in my personal opinion, some suits just do better on certain maps. Which isn't... Looks like I get the... Bodhi, give it up, man. I'm sorry. Gunner doesn't have anything on Mudrock because Mudrock just simply has better mobility. Because, quite frankly, I feel like supports get targeted way too often. And honestly, when your team flatlines, and it will, sometimes you just need to have those moments of extra mobility, and Gunner, I don't feel like, properly does the job. Besides, I said I was going to see what map comes up first. Alright. Failed to form teams because somebody left. Yeah. Alright. Nobody leave. There we go. Tropical Desert. Well, I have quite a few options I can use for this. Let's see. You know what? $450. You know what? You know what? I'm going to use my personal favorite support in this game. Yep. Time to go break some legs. Because let's face it, the level 4 weapons rack armed with database, it's a nasty thing. It is a nasty thing, I'm sorry. And I will admit, this doesn't have as much mobility as the Mudrock, but the only reason I can sort of forgive it for this suit, because that 180 just simply has enough punch to be able to keep opponents at bay. Besides, in my personal opinion, I just want to say this, I feel like ballistics and beam weapons kind of have their separate uses in this game. Like, ballistics, I never have to worry about heat rate, I just have to worry about reload time. But with beam weapons, unless they have like a really absurdly high heat rate, like the thing of it is, okay, beam weapons that instantly overheat, I can sort of forgive those because those suits that have those weapons usually come with other stuff that can kind of help you keep fighting until the beam weapon recharges. Gunner rifle, stun charge, and uncharged. Here's uncharged. No, it's not checkmate. I'm sorry, you ain't convincing me. Mudrock is better because it has better survivability. That's what you're not seeing, Bodhi. I'm sorry. But anything you say at this point is null and void because, let's face it, I've had my teammates flatline on me more times than I can count. And sometimes that support needs to stay alive to be able to help your team. I'm sorry. It is not checkmate, my friend. Oh, he blew his load and he missed. Goodness. Nice! I did not think that was I didn't think that was actually going to... I didn't think that was going to hit either, but okay. Let's see. Oh, speaking of which... Gunner Gundam has survivability because extreme long range at Mudrock doesn't have BAM. Yeah, that's the thing. That long range means nothing in the face of a gangbang. How many times do I gotta tell you this, Bodhi? Look, I'm sorry, this ain't a one-man army game. Like, that's the thing. Gunner would really only be good in my eyes if it was a one-man army game, because then all those piercing attacks kind of would shine. By the way, I didn't mean to do that. I actually thought I had that Mudrock. But... there we go. Did I knock that thing down? Yes, I did, actually. Still doesn't have as big of a splash. But no. Oh, shoot. Yeah. I gotta move a little bit. Pot shot! Gotcha! Okay. At least the 180 doesn't have that much of a reload time. Gunner's beams do like 4K%. Where's... You don't have a case. Bodhi, I'm sorry. You're not winning this one. You are not winning this one. I'm sorry. Because that's the thing. Gunner Gundam feels like it's more of a one-man army suit. Mudrock, you actually have to you actually have to rely on your teammates a little more.
味方機が撃破されました
Which you're supposed to do in this game anyways. I mean, Battle Operation is a team game. Next, you could sort of be a one-man army, and that's only if you had, like, certain suits in that game.
味方機が撃破されました
Name, like, pretty much, you know, name a funnel suit. Because let's be real, anybody that was using Hainu in Operation Next, they didn't need help. All they really needed was just their chance to get out that long beam rifle shot or their funnels. That's all they really needed. Anyways.
後方部隊からの支援砲撃が来ます中継地点を敵に確保されました砲撃終了
Dang it.
支援砲撃の効果あり一気に攻めましょう
I'm not really getting much of anything done. Not quite the range, but hey.
味方機が撃破されました中継地点の制圧確認
Oof, that had to hurt.
戦況は拮抗していますね勝ちましょう
Okay, I'm gonna try to use the right one to my advantage. There we go. There we go. Got him off it. Oh, yep, there it is. So, as you can kind of see, Bodhi, moments like that, I guarantee you, if that dude had a mud rock, he would have survived. Because you just saw it. He got swarmed by 2 guys. Don't do it. Seriously, don't do it! You fool! I told you not to do it! See, that's what happened! You got thirsty, and you wound up dying for it. Oh. Wait, what? Oh, my legs. Okay. That's... That's honestly not good. Or he could have survived by being extreme long range would go. No, see... I really don't get why you're continuing to assert this. I'm telling you. Gunner is a one-trick pony. At least Mudrock is more team-oriented. Plus it has a few more tools. I'm not saying those tools are necessary, mind you, but honestly, I kind of like a little more to rely on than just a beam rifle. And besides, I mean, in case you hadn't noticed, Bodhi, people juke in this game a lot, and it throws off my aim. A lot. Honestly, that's why I would rather take Mudrock, because at least that way I can rely on splash damage. Oh boy. Run! Yeah, of course. They called it on me. Because screw the support's over. They're basically messing with our team. That's how it always goes. Well, we did it. I kinda doubt that was enough to get me a rival win, though, but hey, a win's a win. Oh no, it was enough! Who was my rival? Oh, please do not let it be the Alex. Well, that's worse. I outperformed the enemy Mudrock. Dang. He had more damage. Everybody was focused on him a bit more. He got 3 kills. Oh, that's how. Because I had more pursuit, individual, and assist scores. Plus, I didn't die once.
今回の戦闘報酬です。
Oh well. I guess my point about Mudrock has been proven. I wouldn't say that because honestly, I think I got lucky in that match. Because that's the thing. You saw what happened with me and that... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. My signal dropped to 0 again? Yep, it dropped to 0 again. Okay, so I'm going to leave to the main screen. I'm going to leave to the main screen so my signal can take a moment to figure itself out. But no, I kind of got lucky in that match because honestly, it's like I said, people tend to juke a lot in this game and it throws off my aim. It really throws off my aim. Because that's the thing, I mean, it's like when I snipe, I really try to go for precision and it messes me up. And I'm just going to say this. If it messes me up that much with a splash weapon, just imagine how much worse it is with a beam weapon. Let's see. Nope, it still hasn't figured itself out yet. Oh boy. No, you know what, I guess I will party up with you, but that's the thing, though. I'm not doing it for matches, I'm just doing it because I ain't got no one else to talk to. Okay, let's see. I don't even think he is in a party. I don't even think you are in a party. Stony Bear, Chill Boy. Oh, wow. Energy Kamehameha. I'll see if he's in this party. Oh, nope. Okay. Alright, I guess I gotta invite him. Floaty my boaty. Alright. Alright, Bodhi, the party invite has been sent. Oh, that's actually pretty cool of you, Bodhi. I won't lie, I really do like this GOG plushie.
There was a party going on.
So this... Wait, hold on. I gotta make sure first. Gotta make sure the settings are correct. Let's see. Party settings. Allow your voice to be shared. Do you have allow your voice to be shared on? Do a quick check just to be sure. I always like doing a sound check when, you know, whenever somebody joins in on my stream.
How do I check that setting again? I don't go in parties too often, sorry.
It should be in party settings.
Yeah,
because matter of fact, yeah, you go to the party, then you go to... Okay. Yeah, I just gotta turn up my volume a bit, and I think that should actually do it. Yeah, I just gotta turn up my volume a bit, and I think that should actually do it. Let's see. Yeah, there's a little bit of echo, I guess. Yeah, there's a little bit of echo, I guess. Hey, try saying something random right quick. I'm still doing the sound check.
Act guy is best boy.
Hey, try saying something random right quick. I'm still doing the sound check.
Act guy is best boy.
Okay, there we go. It works. And by the way, I told you not to bring that shit into my party chat. Seriously.
You said say something random.
Yeah, but I didn't. Yeah, but you know how I told you. No, none of that crap about Act Guy in my stream. Seriously.
Listen, you said say something random. I just said the first thing to pop into my head, okay?
I guess so. Oh, good. My signal finally figured itself out.
Nice.
I'll try to see if I can actually get you for a quick match.
Yes, you wouldn't be able to join me in rating match because you're at like B and I'm at A+.
I'll be blunt. I'm not trying to become an A+. In fact, if anything, once I get my rivals things done, I'm going to try to see if I can nuke my rank even further.
Why would you do that to yourself? You get lower rewards.
I don't care this one. I already told you I got all the suits that I'm looking for. And besides, somebody's got to be a big brother for the new people on here.
But you don't have your precious gun cannon D.
It's not a suit, again, I'm going to lose sleep over. I mean, it's a suit I like, but I'm not going to cry about it. Yeah, I know. I mean, goodness knows you're not like Professor Kirby, always has to stick his nose in every argument. I'm not gonna lie, he really pisses me off every time he does that.
I like Kirby, he's funny.
Alright, there we go. Okay.
Unfortunately, this isn't my account where I have everything, so my performance may be a little under.
Wait, this isn't your main account that you play the game on?
This isn't my Japanese account, no.
Oh, that's right, because then your normal account is Bodhi My Floaty instead of the other way around.
Very creative, don't you think?
Well, it's like I said in one time in the Discord chat, honestly, I mean, I could tell it was you when you did all those name changes to, what was it called again, like a Toasty My Floaty or something?
Roasty my toasty.
Oh, Roasty My Toasty. I could tell that was you, man. I mean, you had the same naming scheme.
It's not like I was trying to hide or anything.
I guess. Impact site, okay. I mean, I don't know. You can probably make the Gunner Gundam work because I mean,
yeah,
I've seen your. Actually, I was just going to say, like, you tend to have a little better battlefield awareness. I was just talking about like the average player when I said that, because I'll be honest, when I do my streams, I kind of do it kind of like in the sense of I'm doing gameplay, but I'm also doing it kind of like a let's play for just, you know, any average person that wants to get in. Anyways, right. I'm going to go with my Aston Martin.
I'm going to pretend to know what that means.
It's my Mudrock. It's the Mudrock's paint scheme, is what I said. Not because I colored it green and yellow. It's supposed to be the color of the racing modified Aston Martin from Gran Turismo 1.
I'm not too savvy on race car stuff, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah. Oh, there's that other Gelgoog mobility I was actually talking about earlier, the Uma Lightning, I believe it was.
Who even is Uma Lightning?
No clue. Seriously, no clue. It's funny.
That would make
I
two
mean,
of
it's
us
like
then.
the way his suit's designed. It looks like it would have came out of the Missing Link game. But I'm like, no, I don't remember Uma being anywhere in that game. Matter of fact, let me go look this
No
up.
doubt MSV or something.
Yeah, it's probably just another variations thing. Let's see. Uma Lightning.
戦場へ向かいます
Oh, fictional character and mobile suit variations are the return of Johnny Raiden. Alias, the Blue Light. You gotta be kidding me. He's a cyber new type?
各員出撃をお
But
願
the
いし
real
ます
question is, did Johnny Raiden really return?
Well, I mean, as far as I know about his records, he eventually retired. I mean, he's alive to this day. I mean, the only thing I can assume is if he dies, he most likely dies of old age and not in combat. Because I took a look at his profile. Birth date 0065. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Born 14 years before the 1-year war, and he's a cyber new type on top of that.
Johnny Raiden or the other guy?
されました
No, Uma Lightning.
Oh, okay.
I don't really know what to make of that, because I'm like, wait, didn't the whole cyber new type thing become a thing in the Grips conflict?
中継地点が敵に確保されました
Who knows?
I don't know. I like going into some lore about suits from time to time, but not always. Ow.
They have a gun tank all the way in the back.
I don't really see where he is.
It's all the way in the back.
Interesting.
Like if you come over where I am, you can see where he is. He's at A.
Oh, wait, he's at A?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Ah, shoot! Somebody's getting gangbanged in the cave. I'm gonna go help that person out.
I need some help.
味方の
There's a
救
guy
援信号
rushing
を
me.
キャッチ味方の救援信号をキャッチ
Let's see. Actually, yeah, I think I can come help you, because somebody else came to help the guy in the cave, so they should be fine. Okay, so where are you at? Oh, there you are. Hold on. Oh, that caught him? Okay. Oh wait, he's luring you into a gun tank ambush.
No. Dang
it. And my legs are almost gone. That should have... Oh, I died. Shit.
Yeah, everyone died.
Well, he was Unit 5, so couldn't have been helped. I mean, he had a simple type advantage over us.
And a gun tank watching us.
Yeah, that was a little coordinated, I'm not
攻
gonna
撃支援
lie.
が実施されます 危険エリアから離脱してください。出撃お願いします。
It's just the way some of these people play sometimes, like how they coordinate their attacks. It kind of makes me wonder, like, if they're in parties. Because I'm like,
攻撃終
They
了。
wouldn't be out
支援
there.
砲撃は失敗に終わりました。
oh boy.
味方機が撃破されました。
Oh, dang. Now 3 people's ganging up in the cave. Also,
味方機が
nice
撃破されま
try.
した。
I shot the guy who's coming up
Thank,
behind you. Just so
thank
you
it.
know.
Thank you, by the way.
Dude, Jumper could be a team player.
上昇警備、戦闘継続に問題なし。上昇効果、慎重に。
Come on! You also see what I was talking about earlier about the whole gangbanging is a thing in this game?
Well, yeah, when you're on your own.
That's the thing, though. I mean, there wasn't even like that. Only happened because I was trying to save that guy in the cave. Wait, personally, I don't know why he keeps going over there.
味方の救援信号をキャッチ。出撃お願いします。
But no, like I was saying about the me versus Mudrock match last time, though, no, I think I honestly just got lucky. Because a lot of the time, like, I don't know if you saw in the footage, but a lot of those people just kept juking my shots. And it really throws off my aim a lot. Because I just don't have those fast reflexes.
戦況は拮抗していますね。
I mean, I'm more the patient sniper type. And of course, the moment... Not so fast! Sit down, Ground Gym. Oh no, wait, that was a power gym. Excuse me.
Someone needs to take care of their gunman.
Too many people there. Dang, I gotta pull back. Well, I mean, are you gonna... Damn.
Well, I would if it wasn't for this camper.
I know.
作戦残り時間2分です。
Dang it. I
本
think this
作
guy's
戦にお
got
け
me
る
pinned.
拠
Yeah,
点
he's
の
got
重
me
要度
pinned
が
down.
上昇しました。 損傷警備、戦闘継続に問題なし。損傷増加、慎重に。
Oh, come on!
防御力。
Yo, Luke, help me out, man! Dang! Yeah, I don't think I'm making it. Not with these busted ass legs.
How busted were your legs?
They were gone. Like, they were just gone. There was no getting around that. But at least I pressed the eject button, so I don't have to wait that long.
作戦残り時間1分です。
Oh, dang it.
Okay, I have no idea where that... Oh, so it landed over there. Okay. I think I see a cavalry over here.
Yep, there is.
And... lost.
the map.
支援砲撃は失敗に終わりました。我々の敗北です。
Fudge.
I blame Impact Site.
I don't really like this map that much.
Oh yeah, it's the worst map. One of the worst. Second
今
being
回の戦
Mountains.
闘報酬です。
Mountain's not all that bad because at least you. Well, I don't know. If you're on the A side, it is. If you're on the B side, at least you can get up to the sniping area easier. But that's only if you're
Mountain's
doing that.
definitely really bad.
Alright.
出撃手配を行います。気をつけていってらっしゃい。
Let's try that again. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. My signal dropped to 0 again? Fuck me.
Hopefully we get a better map.
I think you might have to be the one to invite me because my signal
Base camp に帰還します。
obviously doesn't have itself figured out right now.
If you say so.
I mean, again, I guess that's what happens when you try to play a Japanese server game on a 2009 router.
Is your router that old?
Well, I'll put it to you like this. The easiest way I remember getting it is back when they first came out with Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. You can kind of see why I was able to remember that. Like, that was back in 2008.
Why is your router so old?
Well, most of it, I guess I would say, is just a lack of foresight on my end. Like, I really didn't think I was ever going to need another router, because I was like, well, this one works just fine with a lot of my games. I mean, I haven't had any signal problems. Seriously, every other online game I've played on this router, I have no problems. I just don't get why it's this specific game. But then I gotta
remember. Have you tried setting it to Wumbo?
No. Like, I got the joke, but nah. No, I think I probably just need a new one anyways. Because, I mean, like I said, I've had that thing since 2009.
Yeah, a new one would probably do you some good in a lot of cases.
Although I think the other half of it is also because I heard some people say that the Wi-Fi chip for the base PS4 is actually kind of weak.
Wait, you're using Wi-Fi?
Yeah, I can't use a wired connection because our computer's not in my room. See, if I was using a wired connection, that would be different. I would have 5 bars.
Oh, just, like, get another cable.
I would, but like I said, I don't really... Oh, you said another cable. That's the thing. At one time, there was another cable... I mean, cable... Why did I say cable? There was another... My English is bad at the worst moments. No, I did have another cable cord in my room, but it got taken off because I think at the time I kind of messed up when I was using the internet when I was younger. Because the thing of it is, the people I live with, honestly, they didn't take too kindly to me being in Yahoo chat rooms.
Who uses Yahoo chat rooms?
And like I said, and that alone tells you how long ago that was.
Jeez.
Well, I think it was more accurate to say. I think it was more accurate to say I used to play the Yahoo Pool game, because, you know, like they had a flash game on there that just lets you play pool. And it had a chat room.
I thought people using Yahoo chat rooms was just a joke. I didn't think people actually used them.
I mean, Skype didn't exist back then as far as I know, and I don't think Discord did either.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. I mean, it's just... it was definitely one of those things that it was before a lot of stuff took off. Because actually, now that I think about it, that was way before I even got my router. So that was like even longer than that. About like
You should
roughly
definitely get
10
another
to 15
cable,
years.
though. It would definitely help a lot.
I'm afraid I don't got any say in that, because I ain't the one paying the cable bill.
It doesn't cost a lot to get another Ethernet cable.
It does when you consider that only one person around this house has a job. Because one's blind, and in my case, I simply don't have a job anymore because, well, first off, I don't even have a means to be able to look for one, because my car's out of commission. And on top of that, I did have a job before, but they was about to automate the plant that I was working at. So I kind of took an early leave because I saw where that was heading. And,
I don't.
and around here, it's hard to get hired. Apparently people don't want good help, they want bad help. Because that way they can just give them
チ
any
ーム
type
が
of
確
check
定
and
し
they
ました
won't
最
complain.
終準備をお願いします
Oh look, mud. Oh look, it's mountain. And I'm on the A side. Crud.
Oh, it's mountain. Gross. Worst map. 0 out of 10. Would not recommend.
It's funny, I thought initially that this map was good because, I mean, of how dark the cave was, you could essentially paint your suits black and hide in there. But no, because they had to go with a little aesthetic that of shoulder lights, that ruined it. Yeah. And you know what, why not? I don't really use this thing that much anyway. Let's see, database link. Gotta put some...
I'm eager to know what you're going to use.
I'm using the standard armor. Because I haven't even used it once.
Oh, I hate the standard armor.
I mean, so far the only thing I've really done with this thing is just... I kind of took this thing out for a field test in the firing range, and that's about it. And I know I don't have that much time left.
I can't stand using it. It just doesn't feel good
戦
to
場へ
me.
向かいます
I think that's because its main gimmick is the fact that it's got the shoulder cannons, but it plants it in place. I mean, that's...
No, it's mostly because the beam rifle. There's something about that instant stun beam rifle that just throws me off, and I don't know what it is.
Probably because you're not one of the Agzaku lovers.
I'm not. I hate Agzaku. It's so obnoxious.
Yeah, well, you know how it is in this game. I mean, that's pretty much how it goes. You have to have some form of
モビルスーツ
stun,
隊の皆
and
さ
then
ん
you go in for
順次発進をお
melee,
願いします
because it's an instant knockdown, which means then you get more damage.
Yeah.
作戦開始
So do you like my chrome paint job?
That looks nice. Wait, did you use specular on that thing or not?
I put the red, blue, and yellow values to 0, and I set specular and highlight to 100.
Wait, you put it to... I thought you put it for 100. Because you
No,
said...
you put it to 0, and then you set specular and,
and that
highlight
gives
to
you
100.
chrome?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. This rifle doesn't have any focus fire. this thing ain't accurate with a Gatling Smasher.
With full armor Gundam is down, you push up.
I'll try.
Here comes the next strike.
I only avoided it because I had gotten knocked down because of the iframes. I gotta repair my legs a little bit.
機体の修復が行われています。
Okay, my legs are good and I'm up to half health. That should do it. I'll just put a band-aid on this.
味方機が砲撃が来ます。
Okay,
Yeah, we're getting pushed back.
作戦行動を円滑にするため、中継地点の制圧確認、損傷増加、慎重に。
I like that we're keeping the lead though, even though we got pushed back.
Oh, okay, that was not what I wanted to do. Wow. And that full armor is just going to keep poking at us from the back.
再出撃の場所と方法を選択してください。
Yep, and this is how it happens. This is how it happens. Now we're pushed all the way back to the base and they're just going to start locking us down.
味方機が撃破されました。出撃お願いします。
I mean, we're still in the lead, so that's good.
Not anymore, we ain't. Okay.
Yeah, we are.
Well, now we are because of a couple of kills, but who knows how long that'll last. Ouch! Oh
Just another example of why Mountain's the worst map.
作戦残り時間2分です。本作戦における拠点の重要度が上昇しました。
I guess the whole team's is going to drop. I feel sorry for
味
that
方機が
dude.
撃破されました。
And they're just literally attacking our base right now.
出撃お願いします。拠点に爆弾が仕掛けられました。味方の攻撃が来ます。上昇警備戦闘機上昇増加慎重に。敵モビルスーツ撃破。
Also, they planted a bomb.
作戦の残り時間1分です。中継地点の制圧確認。攻撃が来ます。
Wait, they changed it to square?
Yeah, they did that a while back.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. They did that for the...
拠点の爆弾
There we
撤去
go.
を確
At least
認。
they don't get the satisfaction of destroying the bomb.
You mean the base?
I mean, the detonating the bomb. I should have just said that. That would have been a lot more simpler.
味方機が撃破されました。
And the fact that we were able to push back this late. Wait, hold on. There's one enemy we can get. Did we get... Actually, for all intents, I'm not going to complain about that match. We almost came back.
That we did.
Just wasn't enough, though.
Check me out. I got top score in 2 things. What a
Yeah.
pro.
And also, it kind of figures that the debut battle for this suit for me, as usual, a circus show.
What kind of setups do you usually run, by the way?
Like for parts?
Yes.
Well, I mean, on my standard armor, I kind of just went for... I put database link and I went for ranged output. I guess because I figured I would try to use the Gatling Smasher to break legs, but that didn't happen for Mountain. Not with all that backlining everybody did. How many rifle battles do I got to go? Let's see, I still got 7 more. Wow, of all my matches I've done so far, I've only gotten 2 rival wins. I still need 7 more.
I always hate the rival wins one. I mean, I usually get it easy, but...
Well, it's just the one thing that made it easier before a update happened was the fact that before matches, it would at least tell you who the rival was. I mean, that would have made it easier because that way, like, if you got killed by him, you would know what target to actively aim for.
I just aim for whoever gets in my line of fire.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's definitely another way to do it, but I always just tried to go for the... I always tried to go for the guy that got painted as my rival, because that way I figure I disrupt him, he can't do anything to up his, well, points. Oh boy. Let's see.
So, Zagok, huh? It's pretty down there.
I mean, me personally, I like the suit because of the iron nails.
That guy has iron nails too.
最終準備をお願いします。
No, well, I mean, yeah, it does, but I just like the Zagox better. They're more shiny.
What do you mean they're more shiny? What the heck?
That's literally, well, I mean, I don't know, maybe not so much in the anime, but in this game, I mean, you can
Ooh,
make...
this is a good map for me to snipe on. Best map to snipe on.
Yeah, it's port base. Where am I going to go in this time? You know what? I'm gonna go in something. I'm gonna go in this, but I'm definitely using a bit of an unorthodox strategy. I'm going in with a bullpup.
As long as you're not using the beam gun.
I don't even think this thing can. Oh wait, it does have the beam gun.
Please don't
No,
use the beam gun.
I don't.
It's
No,
really
I don't.
bad.
No, that's the thing. I don't even use the beam. But like between the beam gun and the beam spray, I prefer the beam spray because it doesn't have that much of a heat rate.
Yeah, the beam gun's just terrible.
Damn, that is a lot of yellow. But
It is.
I'm going in.
I think our Gelgu Jaeger has a problem with me using a 400 and a 450 room.
戦
Well,
場へ向かいます。
Gunner's got that fast charging rifle. I mean, it's got some pretty good equipment.
Yeah, I'd argue its equipment is better than Mudrock's.
間もなく戦闘エリアです。
Again, I still say that's a bit of a one trick, considering people like to throw off my aim a lot. I would rather have a splash weapon than a direct aim weapon if people's just going to joke around.
I prefer pinpoint accuracy.
That's what I do too, but like I said, it's just people moving around in all that zigzag jittery ways. I mean, it just throws off my aim.
You just gotta do it, man. You know?
I mean,
作戦開始。
it's just, I guess I'm just something of a careful
中継地点
sniper.
の制圧確認。
Alright, I'm gonna head towards D. Oh good, they don't have anybody set up. I can take it, no problem.
中継地点の制圧
There we
確
go.
認。
But like I was saying in the stream earlier, I mean, honestly,
中継
I
地点を
just
敵に
cannot
確保さ
figure
れま
out
し
for
た。
the life of me why we get all of these other custom character variant suits, but we didn't get one of Char's except for the Xeon, arguably.
Maybe they're saving Char 6 for a special occasion.
What special occasion? When it's the CCA events? Because at that point, it's just going to be the Sazabi. I'm like, he used more...
We're not even up to Char counter attack yet.
I know, but I'm saying at this point, I mean... Okay, we all know he uses Xeon. And when it comes to Zagok, well, we know he used that too, but they don't have that variant of it in the game.
They had it in Battle Operation 1.
Which I don't get why they didn't release it in this game.
損傷警備。戦闘継続に問題なし。
That's the thing, I don't even know if they are.
Nobody does. So, how's the machine gun working out for you?
Hey, Bullpup has always been reliable for me. good rate of fire, nice reload time.
モビルスーツ撃破
You're welcome. I helped you get that kill.
Thank you. Alright. Keep going. I think you got somebody coming up on your left.
Nah, I'm all the way in the back. I don't have anyone coming up on me.
モビルスーツは
Ow! Well, that explains why I've been getting toppled so far. This is a freaking gotcha. Oh boy, and my legs took too much damage.
I love the score so far.
Yeah, it's just, I've been in a lot of matches in this game, and that's how it usually seems like it goes. It'll either be a close match, it'll either be a close match, usually with something bullshitty that determines the outcome at the last second, or it'll just be a curb stomp. Or it'll just be a curb stomp with whatever. Oh, thanks by the way. I just wanted to get my legs up at least. Or it'll be a curb stomp on one side.
There's someone coming. We should get moving.
Yeah, that's all I needed to do. Like, this will be good for now. Oh. Shoot. Oh, I don't even have my shield anymore. But at least I got a little bit of a speed boost. I'm just gonna try to attack from the right. But I don't know. Talking about, like, going back to the whole March thing, it's just, my thing is, I really do feel like the Universal Century timeline is better for storytelling, not so much for battling.
No way, it's great for battling.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. It took until Unicorn for the fights to get really good.
I have to disagree with that.
Look, I'm sorry, but those battles in Zeta and Double Zeta just don't really have that. They just don't have that. They don't have that punch that gets me all worked up.
That punch, huh?
Well, I don't know how to quite do this. Actually, no, I just said it. I mean, they just don't get me worked up like the battles in the alternate century do. Yeah, I noticed. We are going to have to work to get that back, because that's actually a critical spot. Oh, wait, hold on. Double kill!
Oh, were you the one who just got killed by the G3?
Yeah. So much for the G3 not being good.
It's really not.
Again, my past experiences have said different. I've made that thing work.
My past experiences have said different too. And I play the game a lot.
So have I. I've honestly played this game since launch.
I've played it since the beta.
Well, I mean, I wasn't lucky on that regard, because I didn't know when the beta was coming out. So technically you have a slight edge in me, but that's only if you play the Gym 3.
I didn't. I actually don't know what the Gym 3 played like.
Really?
Yeah,
well, all I know is it had a beam rifle, it had missiles, that's about it. It didn't have much. But then again, I mean, it's like, outside of specialty types, when does a gym ever have
I mean, it's a grunt, you know?
Actually, no. I think when it comes to that answer, I would feel like probably the only gym that's somewhat well-rounded is the not the sniper variant, but just the plain white Dingo Gem. Because, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, let's be honest. It can carry the beam spray. It can carry the 100mm. It can carry rockets. It can carry the gun. It can carry the what?
The moon gun.
Moon gun.
Moon gun.
Beam gun?
Yeah. Sort of like beam rifle.
Oh yeah, that gun. You know, I don't even bother with that thing. I just go for the regular Gundam ground type beam rifle. Because I'm like, that gun, it's the same as Unit 4's beam cannon. I mean, you have to charge it to fire, and then it takes like a long time. Like, no thanks. I'd rather just go with the Gundam ground type beam rifle.
I guess.
It's always been a bit more reliable for me.
You know what's reliable for me? Gunner Gundam.
Well, of course, because this entire time you've been trying to make what little case you even had, if you had a case. But I'm telling you, it's just... I get gangbanged a lot in this game because usually my teammates are really incompetent nitwits.
Sounds like an average day in GBO2, if you ask me.
And it's within the realm of, like, because it happens so much, I'm like, I gotta look for better mobility options. And with supports, that's kind of rare. I mean, the only fast ones I can think of is the Gem Sniper 2, the Gem Sniper Custom, I guess, arguably, the Dom Barrage, the Mudrock. I want to say the Malars also because it's like I say, it's also a hovering Gundam. I'm going to do a random drop, by the way.
Alright, I'll be waiting. Let me know what you get.
Well, I got something for my Dom Barrage. Gatling Cannon level 3, but that's about it. I don't know, I seem to make it work. I mean, it's a hail of bullets aimed at somebody. Plus, in my eyes, it's a little bit better. It's a little bit better used than that cancerous Dodge. Not the base one. Not the base one. Because honestly,
the peasant Dodge.
Yeah, the peasant.
Yeah, I always hate seeing those things.
I mean, when it comes to base Dodge, that Tomahawk is a little bit too unwieldy for me. Because that suit's got
I'm surprised you don't like the peasant Dodge. You get good results for doing so little.
And that's exactly why I don't like using it. I mean, it's essentially a press R2 to win in this game.
Aren't you the one who calls yourself a lazy gamer, though?
Yeah, but I ain't that lazy.
I just figured since that was the case, it catered toward you more.
No, when it comes to me being a lazy gamer, I mean in the sense of like, I'm not really like those people you see on YouTube that go 150% in the match.
Well, yeah, you don't have to be 150% in the match when you use the peasant Dodge.
No, but it's not really one of the Dom family that I like anyways.
To be fair, I'm not a big fan of Doms in general.
I am, at least when it comes to the Dom High Speed, the Tropin and the Monster Hunter Dom, as I called it earlier. Oh, you got the Zuda
I'm
F.
more of a Zuda guy myself.
Well, me too, honestly. I mean, that's why when the Zuda F dropped, I was pissed that I wasn't able to get it. I was like, come on.
I got both levels for it.
Well, lucky you. Game seems to favor you more than it does me. Seriously.
Honestly, the Zuda F really isn't all that great.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I mean, it's like unlike the base Zuda, you don't have that crippling weakness to generals.
Well, here's the thing. Even without that crippling thing, it just doesn't have the stats to measure up to 400 and 450 all that well.
Are we talking
チー
defense
ムが
or
確定しました
output-wise?
最終準備をお願いします
For both?
Yeah.
Ouch. Does it at least have the anti-ship rifle still?
No, it has a different gun that essentially works the same. It has the 95mm sniper rifle.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I mean, it's like, is it just a stagger or is it a full-on topple at that point?
It's a hard stagger like the ASR.
So that's a topple then. Yeah. Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna use the Marine.
Do you even like the Gelgoog Marine?
It's not a bad suit, honestly. I mean, it has its uses.
Not a fan of Gelgoogs all that much myself.
Well, when it comes
Aesthetically, they don't look pleasing.
Well, I can kind of see what you mean with the whole, it looks like it's got a snout thing, but I feel like there's worse mono-eye designs, like the Agu guy.
You mean the tentacle hentai suit?
Pretty much. Heck, I mean, it's like even like Jim Kamoff looks a little sketchy.
I mean, it is a Zaku disguised as a GM.
I thought it was a Zuda disguised as a Jim.
I don't know, but either way, it is a Mono-Eye disguised as a GM, so I think
Yeah.
it stands to reason it should look kind of sketchy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Gelgoogs really are all that bad of a design.
I do.
I mean,
think they're
it
really
just
ugly.
it falls within a gray area with me. I mean, it falls within the whole, you know, I don't hate it, but I don't hate it, but I don't like it either. Well, except for Vincent's Gelgoog. I mean, I will admit that's one design that does come pretty close to me actually liking.
I think the Gelgoog should have been replaced with the Zuda.
As far as I know, I don't think the Zuda was... Oh, there's a Pixie, by the way. I don't think the Zuda was meant to use beam weapons. Like, honestly, that's what Zeon wanted. Though, arguably, it's just, you know, they only wanted beam weapons because it was desperately trying to take down the Gundam.
Heck yeah, because the Gundam is all-powerful.
Which I just scoff at considering the events in Zeonic Front. Because I'm like, you know, for you people to praise the Gundam so much, look what Garrett Schmitzer did to the Mudrock. That's the thing, I like the
It's a shame Zeonic Front was such a short game.
And the funny thing, I think it's even reflected in Missing Link, because it doesn't have that many missions. But no, like I was talking about it, when it comes to the Bishop, though, I am actually starting to hate that thing. I am seriously starting to hate that thing. Because, I mean, I swear, that, one of those VR missions in Missing Link has you taken down a couple of, I believe it's supposed to be a couple of Zanzibars, and there are lots of bishops guarding that thing. I'm like, are you kidding me? Give me a break, guys!
How is Missing Link doing?
It was a great story.
The game, not the story.
Oh, the game. It's a great game. I mean, honestly, it feels like what...
I already know that if you were to ask Haro about the story, he'd be like, it sucks.
He sees this glorified fanfiction, but I'm like, what's wrong with fanfiction? You act like that's a bad thing. Because it's honestly things of fanfiction.
Apparently everything's wrong with it, according to Haro.
Well, that's the thing. It's things of fanfiction that we can actually stomach some anime series. And in some cases, if they don't have a continuation of the story, then fanfiction's the only way we have a proper ending for some animes too.
Heck yeah.
Although at the moment I can't really think of any at the moment that, you know, never got like a proper continuation. Because let's face it, animes, I feel like, they always have a continuation, whether it's in the, not animes, but, well, series in general. They have a continuation, whether it's in the books or, well, whatever show it is.
We're pretty behind in the score.
Yeah. It's mostly, I think it's mostly that Pixie's disrupting everybody's flow. And I'm not really faring much better in my suit. Because once again, everybody loves playing bloody generals. I mean, that's just another thing in this game. I mean, I get why they did it, because they wanted to have proper representatives of what a suit was. But at the same time, did they really have to make it a fucking rock, paper, scissors thing? And the funny thing is, for some of the types, it doesn't even make sense for some of the types to be what they are. Like the Full Armor Gundam, not the ground, but the Thunderbolt. That doesn't make any sense to me that it's a raid. I'm like, that suit has all the makings of a general. Why is this thing a raid?
Yeah, I couldn't agree with that. I thought you meant the regular Full Armor Gundam.
When it comes to Full Armor Gundam ground, like, I can see why that thing's labeled as a support type. I can see
what I don't understand is why the ground, you know, the regular Full Armor Gundam has space compatibility. I don't take it for a spacesuit.
The only thing I can figure is when they first came up with the design before Thunderbolt was a thing, that suit was probably going to be the suit that Io piloted. But because Thunderbolt became a thing, well, then we got the Thunderbolt Full Armor Gundam.
I don't follow.
Well, you gotta look at it like this. The ground Full Armor pretty much just looks like a scaled-down version of the Thunderbolt Full Armor, right?
No, not really.
How do you figure it does? I mean, it's like, it's even got the same spots where the weapons would be located.
They both look a lot different.
I don't know. I think it's a case of the one of Mobile Suit Variations was kind of like a proto design, and they were going to use that, but then because they got the green light to do the movie, they decided to go with something else. I mean, it's kind of like what they did with a Hi-Nu, you know?
I mean, Full Armor Gundam is in the Full Armor Gundam, the regular one's in a gray area because it's in a gray area because it's not real. Depending on what source you follow, it either actually existed or it didn't.
Well, I mean, Variations didn't really have that much of a... It didn't have that much of a hole, if you ask me. Like, it filled in every detail that it could. But no, like I said, when it comes to that, I seriously feel like it's just like this. It's like the case of the Full Armor gun. Not Full Armor, but the case with Nu and Hi-Nu. Like one was
interpretation. One is literally just alternate version of the other.
Well, actually, from what I did research on, the Hi-Nu is actually supposed to be the more complete version of New Gundam, because it's even reflected in the Gundam versus, like, it says something about like it being able to charge its funnels, making it more compatible as a new type machine or something like that.
New Gundam's funnels aren't even funnels, they're bits.
Yeah, but everybody calls them funnels, and even Tomino himself has called them funnels.
They're called funnels, but they're bits, by classification, because they have their own generators.
Yeah.
我々の敗北です。
Yeah, I mean, it's like, that was always, like, a topic of discussion. I noticed, like, bits and funnels, like, what was the real difference?
Oh, that's easy. The difference is just the one has a generator and one doesn't.
No, I knew that. It was just, that's what was the topic of discussion on the internet. Though the thing I find it funny is that for the most part, except for one certain source, I noticed bits are almost exclusively used by new type style characters.
Well, yeah, they use Psychomu like funnels do.
I mean,
and the Psychomu works better with new types. Like, a lot better with new types.
Pretty much.
It's why non-new types use Incoms, because they use a quasi-Psychomu system.
Well, I mean, honestly, when it comes to the Purus, that kind of differed. Because, you know, Puru 2 straight up used funnels and bits, depending on what suit she was using.
Well, yeah, because she was a cyber new type.
But yeah, you said non-new types. Like, I know what you meant by that. Like, people like Yu Kojima, for example. He wasn't a new type, but yet he piloted a machine that pretty much just may as well have been a new type cell suit.
I guess.
I mean, again, I feel like the Blue Destinies, when it comes to is it a new type suit, I feel like that's another gray area, because the pilots themselves aren't new types, but because of the machine's abilities, that kind of makes it within that area.
In terms of what, exactly?
Well, we gotta think, like, Exam was pretty much the earliest iteration of the NTD before Unicorn was a thing.
Yeah, I can see that, honestly. I can definitely see the comparison there.
I mean, because Exam was just straight up meant to be a way to fight new types. Which is funny considering...
And it's funny because it had a new type soul trapped in it.
Well, I was going to say that, and the fact that all the suits, except for the Ifrit Kai, was developed by the Federation, I believe. Or by Anaheim.
Wait, the Exam or the NTD?
The Exam system.
Oh, Exam was developed by a Xeon defector.
Okay, so yeah, that's what it was.
It was originally Xeon property, but the guy defected to the Federation with all of the data.
Yeah.
It's why the Ifrit Kai exists.
And why Blue Destiny Units 1, 2, and 3 alongside the Pale Rider exist also.
チームが確定しました。最終準備をお願いします。
Okay, port base again. I'm gonna use a gun cannon this time.
Gun cannon? More like... Nah, I've got nothing.
I mean, it's always been a reliable support for me. Before I got the weapons wreck. And before I got the tanks, essentially.
I'm going fisticuffs.
Well, you have what some people refer to as the One Punch Man suit.
I don't know who refers to it as that, but I'm glad
some
they do.
Some people in the Discord chat, actually. Like, I don't know when it came up, but it did come up. And I saw that, I was like, I don't get it. I don't really, like, why would people call this the One Punch Man suit? I just didn't see it.
That's great that people call it that.
I'm guessing it's because it's one of the few, like, Zoe-type mono-eye suits that doesn't have claws.
No, it just has pure, raw punching power.
Yeah, it does. It does at that.
作戦開始。中継地点を敵に確保されました。中
Observe
継地点の制圧
the
確
power
認。
of the punch. See?
Better be-
All powerful.
Oh, so that's why they call it the one punch. It's an instant knockdown.
Yeah, on every hit.
Well, I figured there had to be a reason. I was like, it can't be damage-wise, because goodness knows that would have been severely unbalanced.
You should totally come with me and this Blue Destiny ambush this Zoc over here.
Yeah, I'm thinking you might be right. I mean, my beam rifle can reach, but I don't think my cannons can reach.
味方の救援信号をキャッチ。損傷警備。戦闘継続に問題なし。
Oh god. I wasn't expecting to make a beat launcher.
Nobody ever does. And of course they're going to run away. Oh, no, wait, the Zoc ain't.
味方機が撃破されました。
Oh, and I'll just say this on a personal note. I don't think the Zoc itself is... Well, actually, I did at one time, but... My thing is, the Zoc is surprisingly tough in this game.
Well, yeah, it has to be. It's a huge target.
No, because I mean, it's like, even with... Actually, I think it's the same as the Zama, like, it can't be flinched easily. Like, I think the only way I was ever able to flinch it is just pretty much with the anti-ship rifle. Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, it can't be flinched easily.
Yeah. I mean, it takes the anti-ship rifle for me to flinch that thing. And even then, it doesn't even do that much damage despite the tight advantage. At that point, I'm like, are you serious? I'm smacking him with his weakness, and he's still standing tall.
中継地点を敵に確保されました。出撃
I
をお
don't
願いし
know.
ます。
The only time I had ever seen the Zoc until this game was Federation vs. Xeon, and in
味
that
方機が
game,
撃破されました。
it's a good AI helper, actually.
But does it have a cup holder? That's a true question.
Cup holder, I'm sorry. I think that joke kind of got lost in me.
There's no joke. Just cup holders are the
中継
best
地点の制
invention.
圧確認。
No, I can kind of imagine it wouldn't have came with a cup holder, because I don't think the Fetties or Xeon was thinking about, well, I need something to hold my Sprite while I'm duking it out on the battlefield.
慎重に。
I
I
seriously
love the
doubt
fact that you
that.
pick Sprite of all things.
Well, hey, I mean, I like Sprite, but I could have said Coke, but hey, I mean, I was like, no,
You
everybody
should come
says.
with me to be.
I was like, everybody says Coke. I want to say Sprite because I like Sprite. Ow! Seriously,
脱出を。
that's just all they see. Like, they don't even see you.
味方機が撃破されました。
Oh god, it's Zoc. Scared.
Oh boy, are you kidding me? And I didn't even make it to the roof.
Wow, they really are ignoring me.
攻撃支援が実施されます。
Yeah, it's just they were
危険エリア
ignoring
から
you because
離脱してください。
I was really weakened on health.
後方部隊からの支援砲撃が来ます。砲撃終了。
I can't
支援
get
砲
into
撃の
punch
効果あり。
anyone.
一気に
It's
攻
a
めましょう。
sad day.
出撃お願いします。
If we're still below by the time it hits the 230 mark, I'm gonna try to see if I can make the journey.
You journey to Joshua?
No, don't even say that game. I heard a lot of people say that the targeting system in that game was just garbage. And I never played it, so... But I have seen somebody else play it, though. A dude that goes by the name of Lokenhar on YouTube. Like, he's the reason I even got into Federation vs. Xeon anyway.
I don't even know a thing about that game, I just know the title.
Yep, I'm making... Yeah, no, what I mean is, I'm doing the bomb run. So, I suspect they're...
Don't
probably...
die.
I will try not to. The keyword being try, because there's no way that they haven't noticed that I'm going back to the base right now. There is no way they haven't noticed.
本作戦における拠点の重要度が上昇しました。中継地点が敵に確保されました。
God, the Zogok has, like, no leg power.
You don't use leg armor?
No.
Okay. Not yet.
味方機が撃破されました。
5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, so it takes 10 seconds. So I'm going to start when it gets to about now.
味方機が撃破されました。敵拠点への
There we
爆
go.
弾設置に成功。
Alright.
作
Nice.
戦残り時間1分です。
Although I think this is effectively mean I'm going to have to play without my suit for the rest of this match, because I gotta stay behind to defend this thing.
砲撃が来ます。味方機が撃破されました。
But at least my suit can't get targeted anymore, or airstrikes anyway. I just want to say, just do
That's
your best
true.
out there. And don't forget, you still got the boomerang cutters if you really need them.
味方機が撃破されました。
I just wish they were more reliable.
Are they seriously not? Oh, they think it's probably not going to matter. Yeah, somehow I don't even. Yeah, it didn't matter. We fell behind by 100 points.
際どいところで
I
勝
wish
利
I
を
had my
逃してし
full
まいました
arsenal on
ね。
this account. But I have to make do with what I have.
今回の戦闘報酬です。
So is the life of a boat.
Yeah, that's true. Speaking of which, when it comes to the luck of this game, I have better luck in Azure Lane when it comes to gacha rolls. And that's all because
Oh yeah, that's right. You played that game. I forgot.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, I feel like it's one of the rare gacha games that actually, it's not that irritating doing rolls, because in that game, unlike in this game, I mean, in this game, if you do a roll, it's either you just get recycled tickets, or you get a suit. That's it.
It's a
And
win
you-
either way.
Not really, because the one thing I've seen to notice about the ticket shop is that sometimes they do not cycle in the suits you're looking for quite a while.
I mean, it just means you save your tickets for longer, which means you can get more stuff later on. I don't think that's a bad thing.
I mean, that is true. Just doesn't feel like you get good amounts unless you consistently drop like 30 tokens for rolls.
I mean, it could be worse. It could be a gacha game that gives you literally nothing for getting tubes.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, in that game's case, every time you get ships, well, obviously you get a new ship. Hooray, it's yours. If you get duplicates, at least in that game, you can use those ships to enhance your current fleet. Like, there's no such thing as a bad roll. I mean, I guess technically that's what the duplicates do in this game. They do enhance your suits a bit, but I don't know. When it comes to this game, I feel like the so-called upgrades in the hangar, it's only marginal. It's really only marginal.
Yeah, it's kind of the point. They made it marginal so that way putting suits in the hangar doesn't give them, like, an advantage that they really shouldn't have.
Which is kind of funny considering I feel like when it comes to this game, any sense of balance pretty much went out the window after the GP event. It went clear out the window.
For unrestricted cost, yeah. For lower cost, not so much.
Actually, no, even for the lower costs, no, because it seems like literally I could pick a cost in this game, and I can name at least like several threats that I've always faced whenever I went in a lobby.
Alright, 100 cost.
I don't even think it is possible to make a 100 cost in this game. I mean, there is 100 suits. There is 100 suits, cost suits, but nobody does that in this game.
You told me to name a cost, and you can name threats.
Except I meant to say as low as 200. Because seriously,
alright, 200 cost then.
Okay, when it comes to 200s, low-level Gigons, the Zaku 1 Commander type, even the Gym Trainer.
Let's be honest, your worst enemy at any cost is your teammates.
I guess, yeah, no, there's definitely truth to that.
You know it to be true, you can't deny it.
I didn't deny it, I said, yeah, there is truth to that. It just feels like at the higher levels, though... No, you're pretty much right. Any cost, like, honestly, teammates are always going to be a bit of a hindrance. It's just, I don't know, I've actually had moments of when I could just do a one-man army at lower costs and actually do good in matches.
You know what gets me good results in matches?
What's that?
Gunner Gundam.
Dude, I get it, you love the Gunner Gundam, but you are kind of overhyping it at this point.
Am I, though? Or am I just stating facts?
I mean, hell, you got swarmed a couple of times on some of the other matches when you used it.
Was that my fault, though, or was that our team's fault?
I don't think you was by yourself, so I'm not going to say the team's fault at that point. I think it was more the enemy's fault. Because, let's be real, I mean, everybody sees an easy kill, they'll try to go for it.
It was most definitely the team's fault. They have a Zoc.
I noticed.
Oh, there you are. I was wondering where you were.
I was capturing D a while ago, and then I just came to the other side, like... There we go. Dang it, I missed!
防御力低下損傷警告攻撃支援危険エリアから離脱してくださいそこは危険です退避を
You might want to back up.
後方部隊からの支援砲撃が来ます攻撃終了支援砲撃の効果あり一気に攻めましょうこの防御スーツはもう持ちません脱出を
Oh, there goes my shield.
I haven't lost my shield yet. Check me. Now I lost my shield.
Most likely due to the Zoc.
Oh, most definitely.
砲撃が来ます
I'm just saying, like, I saw him sneak around the corner and... You most likely got pot-shotted.
I did. I absolutely did.
味方機が撃破されました
Oh, shit. That really just happened.
味方機が撃破されました
You got the monster map.
危険エリアから離
That's
脱
the
して
thing,
く
I
ださ
didn't
い
even see him
再
on the
出撃の場所
minimap.
と方法を選択してください
Was your head destroyed or something?
後方部隊からの支援砲撃が
I
来
think
ます
it was,
味方機が
actually.
撃破されました砲撃終了支援砲撃の効果あり出
Yeah,
撃お願
it
いしま
was
す
because I wasn't even hitting people that hard, even with a charge shot.
How come you're using Gundam anyway?
Because why the fuck not?
It's not exactly the best choice for 450.
Yeah, but I'll be honest, after this, I think this is going to be my last one for the night.
シールド損壊防御力低下
Oh yeah, speaking about Grandpa, I was a little pissed off when I found out it was just going to be the model kits next year and not the actual statue that they were going to launch up into space.
Why would they launch a statue in this case?
I don't know, because I kind of figured at that point, you know, Bandai would have actually been, you know, cool. But I hope for too much, apparently. It's just to me, they seriously seem like they have lost their luster since the PS3 days.
It'd be nice if the team could help me.
I'm doing as much as I can over here. I actually think I'm near you.
Impossible, I just died.
And I'm getting knocked down, of course.
Their team needs to push.
作戦残り時間2分です本作戦における拠点の重要度が上昇しましたそのモビルスーツはもう持ちません脱出をモビルスーツ大破 出撃お願いします長距離通信の準備完了 撃が来ます。座標確定。
Watch yourself.
Are you the one who
作
ate
戦
air
残り時
strike
間
at this
1
guy?
分です。
Yeah.
味方機が撃破され
I
ました。
shouldn't have. He was at
後
full
方部
health.
隊からの
I
支援砲撃
I
が来
didn't
ます。
I don't know that. I didn't know that, rather.
砲撃終了。支援砲撃は失敗に終わりました。
But anyways,
Okay.
yeah, I can't turn. Sorry.
砲撃が来ます。
Why would you do this to me?
Sorry, I was trying to attack his legs.
作戦時間終了。
I guess I just about does it from me for tonight.
我々の敗
Those
北
are
で
some
す。
tough matches.
Indeed.
Check me out. I'm a pro.
今回の戦闘報酬です。
Well, you were about the only one on our team was getting results, apparently.
I was doing some pro gamer moves, 360 no scopes, you know.
At any rate. Anyway, so that was the last of the matches for today. So this is Phoenix and Bodhi, my floaty, signing off.
It's actually floating my booty.
Yeah, I know.